Friends, in this lecture we will see the contribution given by Arab geographers in the field of geography. Arab geographers and their work is considered very important because they have revived the geographical concept after a prolonged dark age, and therefore their work is very important in geography. So let us see what is the contribution given by Arab geographers in the field of geography and different branches of geography. Before study the Arab geographical thought, we have to see on what background the Arab geographers worked. In the history of geographical thought, the period after glorious work of Greek and Roman geographers, next 500 years, that is 200 to 700 AD, is considered as the Dark Age. The decay and disintegration of the Roman Empire lead to decline in literature, science and exploration in the world. During this period, religion had dominated the mind of people and they were not allowed by the church to raise scientific questions. The scientific concepts developed by Greek and Roman scholars were reshaped to strengthen the teaching of the church. The earth became a flat disk with Jerusalem at its center. So, on this background, the followers of Prophet Muhammad from 8th to 13th century revived the geographical knowledge and made a very significant contribution to various branches of geography. From 7th century, the Arab Empire sprawled in many parts of the world. With the growth of the Arab Empire, the intellectual curiosity, integrity and Catholicity of the Arab geographers led to the development of scientific knowledge in the field of geography. The Arab geographical knowledge came to world in 800 AD. In 762, Arabs founded a new city, Baghdad, in Iraq. Harun al-Rashid, that is Caliph or King of Arabs, founded an academy called as Baitul Hikmah. Academy, scholars from all over the world were invited to teach and assist the Arab scholars and to help them in translation of Greek, Latin, Persian and Sanskrit works into Arabic. It certainly helped in the development of geographical thought of the Arabs. The main factors responsible for the growth of geographical knowledge in Arab world are as follows. The first factor, which is very important for the development of geographical concepts in Arab scholars, is open mind and inquisitive nature. The Arabs took help of many scholars from different parts of the world in translation of the forgotten literature produced by Greeks and Romans. The Arab caliphs also supported to the scholars, and for that they also constituted a library. The Arab scholars, with the help of other scholars, translated the works of Euclid, Archimedes and Aristotle. Ptolemy's Almagest and his treatise of geography were also translated into Arabic. Arabs also collected and translated the geographical ideas of Indian, Chinese, Iranian scholars. On the basis of their observations, explorations and studies, they developed their own concepts and theories. The second important factor which is responsible for the growth of geographical thought in Arabistan is Islamic Brotherhood. The Arab scholars can travel to several hundreds of miles into different regions ruled by different kings. However, they were welcomed with honor by other people. This was happened due to basic religious characteristics of Islamic Brotherhood. It certainly helped in the development of geographical knowledge of Arab scholars. Another factor is the pilgrimage. Among the religious duties upon the Muslims, one of the duties is to visit Makkah, the holy place of the Muslims. The Muslims from Islamic world, that is from Egypt, Syria, Mesopotamia, Persia, Turkestan, India, Malaysia, China, Sudan, Morocco, Spain, Portugal and France, when they visit Makkah, they get interacted with the Arab scholars. Their interactions and sharings of information also enrich the geographical knowledge of Arabs. Another factor which was very helpful for the growth of geographical thought was trade and commerce. In Islamic society, the merchants had respect. The Arab traders did commerce with many neighboring countries. Their visits to different parts of the world provided enormous reliable geographical information to them. The last factor is marine adventures. For the purpose of trade and commerce, the Arab traders and travelers used sea routes. The Arabs had traveled over the Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, Red Sea, Sea of Malacca, and Sea of China. These travels added substantial geographical knowledge among the Arabs. So these factors were quite responsible and helpful for the development of geographical thought among the Arab scholars. Now we will see what is the contribution of different Arab scholars in geography. So let us see the work of first very important Arab scholar, that is Ibn Hawqal Abu Muhammad Qasim. Ibn Hawqal was interested in traveling and knowing the life of distant tribes and nations. He visited different countries on foot. Mostly, he visited Muslim countries including North Africa, Southern Sahara, Egypt, Syria, Armenia, Southern Sahara, Azerbaijan, Al Jazeera, Iraq, Iran, etc. He wrote a book entitled A Book of Roots and Dreams, in which he describes the geographical and cultural information of the regions he visited. He gave the information of rivers, water bodies, irrigation systems, various resources available in different regions. He also wrote about the taxes imposed on different countries. Besides the Islamic world, he has given an account of European countries also. He also pointed out that the Caspian Sea did not have any connection to the Northern Ocean. However, he mistakenly mentioned that the Europe was an island. He also presents the agricultural techniques and crops of different countries. So, this is the contribution of Ibn Hawqal Abu Muhammad Qasim in the development of geography. Second very important scholar is Al-Masudi. His work is also very important. Al-Masudi was a multi-dimensional scholar. He was not only a geographer but also a historian, world traveler and prolific writer. He had great impact of Greeks and Romans on him. However, he did not accept their views blindly. Rather, he always tried to collect the information by direct observations. He visited many regions of the world for understanding the natural and cultural information. He traveled to Persia, Syria, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Caspian Sea, Volga region, Central Asia, India, Sri Lanka, Madagascar, Oman, Greece, Spain, Egypt and some other regions of the world. He tried to determine the limits of the oceans and continents. Al-Masudi wrote number of books. For example, he has written 4 to 5 important books. First book is entitled as Kitab Muraj al-Dhahab. Then his second book is entitled as Kitab al-Tanbahal Insaf. Another book of Al-Masudi is Kitab Akhbar al-Zaman, and one very important book of him is Kitab al-Awsat. Most of his works except Kitab Muraj al-Dhahab is lost, unfortunately. In his books, he not only describes geography, but he also wrote about cosmology, meteorology, oceanography, astronomy, and also about Islamic laws. Al-Masudi had very clear idea about the sphericity of the earth. In the Dark Age, the Christians tried to prove that the earth is flat, but Al-Masudi had a very clear idea of the sphericity of the earth. Al-Masudi made great contribution in different branches of geography. He has given scientific explanation about the processes of erosion and deposition and also evolution of the landforms. He also had idea about the cycle of erosion. He gave a good account of the monsoon winds of India. He also knew the utility of winds as a resource. In the field of human geography, Al-Masudi tried to correlate man with environment. He elaborates the effects of environment on the human being, his physical features, his behavior, and his intellectual and physical capacities. He also contributed in regional geography. He gave a reliable account of several countries, including Syria, Persia, Georgia, Mesopotamia, etc. Al-Masudi divided the habitable world into 7 divisions. These divisions are Persians, Arabs, Greeks, Egyptians and Libyan, Turks, Hindus and Chinese. He had some wrong conceptions about the seas. He considered that the Arabian Sea as the largest sea in the world. So, this is about the contribution given by Al-Masudi in geography. After that, we see the work done by a very famous and very important Arab geographer, that is Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni's full name was Abu Rehan Muhammad. He was an Arab scholar and had great knowledge in different fields such as philosophy, religion, mathematics, chronology, medicine, astronomy, geography, literature, and many other fields of knowledge. He gave a remarkable contribution in these fields, and therefore his period, that is 11th century, has been regarded as the age of Al-Biruni. To acquire knowledge from different parts of the world, Al-Biruni had learned many languages like Persian, Turkish, Syrian, and Roman. He also learned Sanskrit. Al-Biruni was a prolific writer and wrote a number of books upon a great variety of subjects. Among the main books of Al-Biruni includes Kitab al-Hind, Al-Qanun al-Masudi, Tarikhul Hind, Athar al-Baghiya, Kitab al-Jamakir, and Kitab al-Saidna. Al-Biruni translated the work of Patanjali from Sanskrit to Arabic. He wrote about 27 books on geography. In his books, he discussed the topics such as cartography, geodesy, climatology, comets, meteors, and surveying. He had interest in mathematics, geography, physics, geology, astronomy, but his main field of study was astronomy. He wrote a famous book, Qanun al-Masudi, on astronomy. He also discussed the origin of universe in his book, Al-Tahadid. He believed in geocentric theory and regarded the sun as moving around the earth. Regarding the movements of the sun, he wrote a separate book known as Kitab al-Tatbiq fi Tahqiq Harkat al-Shams. About the earth, Al-Biruni believes on the spherical shape of the earth. He also referred about the poles, the latitudes and longitudes on the earth. He also studied about the time and date. He studied the calendars of different nations. He also had idea about continued long day and nights on the poles. Regarding day and nights, he wrote a book, Risalah. About the sun, he mentioned that the sun is a fiery body which revolves around the earth. So, he believes on geocentric theory. Regarding the solar and lunar eclipses, he wrote a monumental book, Qanun al-Masudi, in which he widely discussed about the eclipses. He also discussed the reasons and timings of dawn and twilight. He very correctly noticed that the twilight phenomena occurs when the sun is 18 degrees below the horizon. About the moon, he noticed that the moon does not move in a perfect circle. He also measured the longest and shortest distances of the moon from the earth. He also discussed about tides and stated that the highest and lowest tides occur as per the changing phases of moon. Al-Biruni also widely discussed about the stars and planets. He was basically an astronomer. However, he was very much expert in mathematics. He has done a lot of work in mathematics, geometry, algebra, and also in physics. Especially about the Indian arithmetic, he wrote a book, Rashikat al-Hind. Al-Biruni has done a lot of work in geomorphology also. He studied the fossils in Arabia and pointed out that the existence of the sea there. He studied the geomorphological processes of the rivers and occurrence of floods. He knew that the Indo-Gangetic plain was formed due to the deposition of silt brought by the rivers from Himalaya. Al-Biruni had an accurate idea of different bays, gulfs, and smaller seas. He scientifically described the Mediterranean Sea, Indian Ocean, Sea of China, the Arabian Sea, and Indian Ocean in his writings. He has done a special study of India. He knew that the Himalaya was the source of many Indian rivers. He was the first person who provided correct information about the source and floods of river Indus. He also described main 5 tributaries of river Indus. He has given a good account of Punjab, Kashmir, Deccan Peninsula, and also of the eastern and western Ghats of India. He gave an accurate information of the seasons of India. He described the Indian monsoon in detail and also explains how Kashmir and Punjab receives rainfall during winter season. About the Hindu traditions, beliefs, caste system, and various aspects of Indian society, he has given vivid description in his study. In short, Al-Biruni was a genius Arab scholar, excelled in philosophy, cosmology, astronomy, geography, geomorphology, mathematics, science, and religion. Al-Biruni was the most outstanding geographers of the medieval period.